Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Lois, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we were working on a bunch of Thaumcraft stuff, just kind of miscellaneous things with Thaumcraft. Going through the quest book, we got the Silverwood saplings. I think that was the main thing we were working on. And yeah, so today I had talked about wanting to do start working on some of the For the Hoarding quests. We have 70 of these quests to do, and most of these are not too terrible to do. Blank slates, for example, are going to be annoying, but we only need 100 of them. That might not be as bad as I think to do. In fact, let's go ahead and hold up. How many do we have currently? Let's see. There's 50. There's 100. Alright, never mind. That is not bad at all to do. So manual submit those, and we get a reward bag. And it's an epic. Cool. So that was easy. So yeah, we're going to be working on For the Hoarding quests today. I figured that's something different from Thaumcraft, and really the main thing we need to do right now. Agrarian Skies is a very Thaumcraft heavy mod pack, as well as bees, but not so much with bees. Mostly Thaumcraft. And it's not a bad thing, not in the slightest. It is literally just something that I want to take a break from. So we have an epic reward bag. What do we have? Surge Quartz crystals. That is terrible. We'll put those in there and call that a quest. So what else do we need to do? We need to make cherry cheesecakes. Alright, let's take a look at those. Because I think that'll be decently enough difficulty to get some automation and whatnot into. So we need to make cheesecake and cherries. And we're going to be using the Pam's Harvestcraft cherries because I'm not doing forestry bee stuff because I don't like tree stuff rather. It's well, okay, it is technically bee stuff too, but I really dislike tree breeding in forestry. It's not that it's a bad system, it's just I have no idea anything about it. So unfortunately NEI I don't think has, so I know there are like silver limes. I guess it tells you what you can use them for, and like in order to get any of these cherries, if we went the forestry route, we would need a hill cherry sapling, I do believe. And I could be wrong on that. I'm not entirely sure. But that one makes sense to me, and we need silver lime and silver birch, or apple oak and silver lime, and it's a lot of stuff, and I don't really feel like doing it. So it's not actually that bad, but it's easier just to get a cherry sapling from Pam's Harvestcraft, and we'll automate that. So we just need 100 of these, and we're going to need cheesecake. So let's see. First of all, cherry. We have a Sakura sapling. That's it. So what we need instead is some emeralds. And what we're going to do is... where did I put that block? Don't I have a market in this? Yes, it's over here. I was like, don't I have a market? I think I do. Alright, so we need to just go through here and find a cherry tree. Should not be too difficult. There we go. And it's diamonds, not emeralds. Okay, fair enough. It's actually kind of easier considering we have the diamond weed plant. So we have a ton of diamonds, right? How many diamonds do we have? We have well over 1,000. Yeah, I think I can afford a couple diamonds. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch this machine out and start working on some other things. So the harvester is fine, but we don't want him right now. Would not give us anything good. So we'll take him out and we'll use the upgrade, all that kind of fun stuff. So let's put the cherry saplings like here and here. We'll get them grown here in a second, and we'll need, honestly, let's get just a normal chest to put on there. It will be good enough. And what we need is we need to have a fruit picker instead of a harvester. So do we have one of those? No. So we'll have to make one. It should be a pretty simple machine from Mine Factory Reloaded, and we have like next to nothing of it. So we need an Invar axe. We need some shears. We're gonna need a machine frame, just a basic one. 2 more 10 gears. And hopefully these work. If not, we'll go get some other ones. And one of the redstone reception coils. Alright, those don't work, but we should be able to just put them down here. And I think if we smelt them in here, it'll work just fine. Will those smelt? No. Dang it. Oh well. They'll be used for something later, I'm sure. We'll probably end up making more machine frames and whatnot. It's not that big of a deal. So we'll just get a little bit of tin. We are nearly out of tin. We'll have to fix that soon. Something we can do is run our sifting for a little bit. Let's go ahead and turn that on for just a few minutes. And how are we doing on power? We have plenty. Yeah, we have actually plenty of power. So running our system over here for a little bit will hopefully cure that tin issue. Otherwise, we'll just go, I don't know, maybe I'll breed the tin, what are they called? Let's see. Recipe for tin from the tin seed. So I don't even know what they're called. There they are. Platinum weed? No. So these guys can make, presumably. No? Okay, I guess there's not really a tin crop mutation. I don't know. Anyways, shouldn't be that hard to get more tin. Actually, that's silver. That's tin, isn't it? No, that's ferrous. That's Invar, aluminum, blood rune, diamond. There might not be a tin seed. That's a bummer. Oh well. So we should have the gears by now. Hopefully I'll remember to turn that machine off, the system off here in a minute, because if that goes too long, we will run out of power very quickly. It takes so much power to run this thing, but it goes so fast and I don't even care. So this is already backed up with a bunch of stuff, so let's go ahead and turn it off. That should get us a little bit more supplies. I'll look into if there's anything we want to use with like getting more tin, or if we want to use some sort of plant. I don't know. Probably isn't needed. Here soon we should be able to get to the deep dark, and that could be potential place for like plenty of resources if we get a quarry or something, but that would probably be as expensive. What am I looking for? We want a chest. Let's just get a standard chest. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grow these cherries and get as many of them as we can. It shouldn't be too bad to do. Let's just put this right here. We'll put the fruit picker right here, not that way. I guess I have to place it like so. And we put that in there, and it will pick fruit once the fruit grows. So if we get our watering can and or bone meal, honestly bone meal will probably be just as easy. We have a good bit of it, so not like it's a problem. And I could just manually grow this, but we'll work on other things while we're waiting for this, so I'm not going to do that. But there is cherries, and if we just grow a couple of these, it should harvest them, presumably. And it does. Alright, and then we should see more cherries going here. Yep, there we go. So we literally just have to let that set. And honestly, if we can make all the cheesecakes before the cherries are done, we'll just bone meal them. And that's pretty much it. So having that machine is going to be good regardless. So it's not that big of a deal. So how to make cheesecake? So let's do a crafting recipe, because I think this will be the best way to do this. So we need all this stuff. Eggs are not a problem. Heavy cream is milk in a bowl, or I believe we can use... Nope, we have to use heavy cream. So milk, we have a bunch of fresh milk. Let me see about... Is there something we can do? We have a full thing of milk. This is a bottler. We can put a bunch of buckets in there, and it would presumably then suck it out. Yeah, so that's how we can get just a bunch of milk pretty easily. And I believe we could... I'm trying to think if there's a good way to put the milk... Ow. I guess what I could do is move the animals over just a little bit and put the bucket of milk there, but I think it'll be fine. This has 10 buckets, so let's grab a bunch of buckets and we'll let this start going again. So buckets, I think the easiest way is going to be just to clean out a handful of these. And yeah, I really need to just get rid of all this chocolate milk. But it is something we'll deal with as we go. I'm really kind of salty about this being the wrong kind of chocolate milk. There's no wrong kind of chocolate milk. That is a lie. But it doesn't count for the quest, so yeah, we can't use it. But we'll grab all these buckets. We'll get a whole bunch of normal milk. And does the system know? Okay, it does know how to make the fresh milk. That is all that's important. So what we can do is just fly back over here, and we'll put all these buckets of milk, and they'll get put in here, and that will give us milk into the system. So that's what we want for that part. Now I have some of the tools back there. So can I make 10 milk? I don't know. There we go. So can we make one? Yes. So that's easy enough. So flour is probably the next thing we'll need to teach it, as well as blank. We'll need more blank patterns. Make like 20 of those. We are missing cobblestone. Alright. I guess let's just come down here. How much cobblestone do we have? We have 12 sextuples, so let's grab a triple. Let's grab 2. And that'll be good enough for now. That's quite a bit of cobblestone. So we'll just get that to compressed. I did not mean to throw that on the ground. Alright, so blank patterns. Let's get like 20 of those. Alright, so we need flour, which we don't know how to make. So that is easy enough. We just need to grab the mortar and pestle. And I think we're going to need the mixing bowl and the bakeware. I don't know if we need anything else. We'll see as we go. So flour is mortar So encode that. We'll take one of those. And then we'll need sugar, which we have. Heavy cream, which is milk. And the mixing bowl. Take one of those. And we're going to put this stuff in here somewhere. There's plenty of room. And then what else do we need? Eggs. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So we can encode that and put that in here somewhere. That's good. So now if I tell the system, make 100 cheesecakes, we need 2 more milk buckets. And that's literally it. Okay. So let's get some buckets. I have 5 buckets on me, so we're just gonna pop down there and get a bunch of milk from our storage. We'll throw them all in, and we should be able to make the cheesecake. So that is gonna be one quest done. Pretty simple, to be honest. So there is 100 cheesecakes. And you know what? While it's doing that, let's get some bone meal. And let's go get a bunch of cherries. I doubt that they've grown, well, any? Really? Yeah, we've got 5. So let's just get 100, which is what? Stacking 36? So literally just holding right click is enough to get plenty of cherries. And there's a little over a stack, so we'll need a little bit more bone meal, but this is easy enough. And we will have our 100 cheesecakes. So it's almost made them all already. So we just need, let's just get another stack of bone meal, and we'll do this manually because why not? I'll leave the cherry trees up for now, just because I have no idea what all we're gonna have to do in the course of this mod pack. I don't know what all quests are gonna be. I have a feeling that the quests, the For the Hoarding quests, are going to get worse. I think we're at the point of like the easy mode ones, but if it's anything like the first mod pack, which this is technically not a finished mod pack, but if it's anything like the first one, then we're gonna have issues. We're gonna need a lot of automation, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. So do we have the cheesecakes? We certainly do. So there's a stack in 36, and we'll manually submit those and claim a reward. And it's another epic, hopefully something better than Surface Quartz. Redstone ore. Not really. Alrighty then, so with that taken care of, what else do we have? We have cheeseburgers. We need 100 deluxe cheeseburgers. So let's look at cheeseburgers. Alright, so cheeseburgers are going to require cheese, which is not necessarily the best of things, but not bad. So we need deluxe cheeseburgers. So let's look up deluxe. And so it is a cheeseburger with... Okay, we can use tofu. We have 1 tofu, but we have a lot of tofu, so that should not be an issue. We need 100 of this, so let's just start working on this. We're going to probably do most of it manually, I'll be honest, but there is more than 100. And we can get the cheeseburgers. We need the skillet. Actually, can we have a whole bunch of dough in there? Those are eggs. What does it take for... Oh, we need the toast. Alright, so can I get 100 toast? Certainly can. Alright, so we'll put all this stuff in here, and we'll come back in a little bit for that. And then we're going to need cheese, which is more milk. So we'll need 100 more milk. So let's get some more buckets. And honestly, the easiest way to do this is going to be manually. just going down there and grabbing all the milk out of the drum until our inventory fills up, which is going to be very soon. Put these in here. And that's close to 100, but not quite. So let's get just a little bit more. So yeah, this is kind of the product of a lot of work, in a sense. But at the same time, I mean, we have a lot of these systems already up and running. I needed that. Let's just grab the rest of the milk. And then we're going to need salt. We're going to need a lot of salt, which, again, is not too bad to do. There is salt ore. If we have any of that, that'd be nice. But otherwise, it's just water with a pot. Now, can I just make... Yeah, I just make stacks of this pretty easily. Because there is a sink literally right here, so it's simple. So that is at least nice. Alright, so let's make 100 cheese. And you know what? Let's do it manually. So that's a little bit more than 100, but that's fine. And we should be able to make the hamburgers by now. We'll use tofu because it's easier. And there's the 100 hamburgers, and then cheeseburgers. And then deluxe cheeseburgers, which requires tomatoes and lettuce. So tomatoes, we have a few, but not many. And lettuce, same thing. So let's get bone meal, and we're gonna do this manually, because why not? Let's just find a place. Don't I have... Yeah, I have some farms over here. This will work. So we don't need the cotton crops anymore. I already have a tomato crop, so let's just get as much of this stuff as we can. So this is going to take a little bit, but honestly, it's not that bad. It's only 100, and we're nearly there already. We're going to have so many tomato seeds. But yeah, so these quests are pretty straightforward, pretty easy. It's just a matter of getting them done. And then once we have all this stuff done, we're going to do the food quest today. And then what we'll do is probably next episode we'll start back into more of the other stuff, specifically like Thaumcraft and Blood Magic. There's still plenty to do with both of those, so there is more than enough of those. And now lettuce. So this will take like a minute or two. Not that bad. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff left to do, and a lot of it is, like I said, Thaumcraft, which isn't a bad thing per se, but it's not a good thing either. It's just Thaumcraft is a little bit grindy at times, but for the most part, it's just that it's gonna take some. It's gonna take some setting up to get things working well, and that's not always the most fun thing to do for me. So there is enough of that. So there's 1 stack and 36. So let's go ahead and manually submit those, and we'll get a reward. Awesome. So there's not really that much left to do in the For the Hoarding quests that we have unlocked at this point. We still have. Let's see, we're 50% done. Done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's roughly 6 more. It's not a bad thing, just we gotta figure out where they're at. We have yet another epic reward bag, and it's not fun. Not useful either, so let's grab the blink patterns, by the way. Oh, excuse me. So what else do we have? We have cyanite. Cyanite ingots, we need 1,000 of those. Now we can make those from yellorium, but we don't have that much yellorium either. So yeah, we'll have to figure something out with that. Probably let's see, yellorium. Let's see, yellorium dust comes from heat sand or sand. Pretty bad chances either way. We can also get it from the laser drill for the yellorite ore, or is there any other way? I don't think there's any seeds or anything like that. I don't believe we have RF tools. So yeah, we don't have RF tools, so we can't use like a dimension or anything like that. The deep dark might not be a bad place for that. How bad is it to make the portal? I know we've been meaning to make that portal for a while. Quadruple, quintuple, okay. Just take some unstable ingots, which we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's something we're gonna do. So we have a whole bunch of gold nuggets, right? What we're going to do, or rather gold coins. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a drawer. Get one of these drawers. And this should work. So we put that down. We put the gold nuggets in there. We have 3. Now if we right click, we now have 400 and yeah, however many there was. And they're all gold nuggets now, instead of the actual like other thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the portal of the deep dark. We haven't made that yet, have we? No, I would have put it right here because it's kind of cool to make it symmetrical and stuff. We need some compressed cobblestone. We need I don't even know how many. See, 4 quadruples, something like that. A quintuple and 4 quadruples, and then we need 4 ingots, unstable ingots. Now, something that we haven't really done because we kind of didn't have the diamonds to do it, is we need to make these unstable ingots, and the easiest way to do that is with gold nuggets and diamonds. Now, if we need 4, we need 36. And 1, 2, yeah, we're just going to do this manually because I don't want to make too many of these. But these things are semi-stable nuggets. Why are they important? Well, they allow you to make unstable ingots, which typically you can't make in a crafting system like this because the game doesn't like it. The game doesn't let you. But we can do that with the gold nuggets instead, and then make stable unstable ingots. Now these aren't the Mobius unstable ingots, which are also a thing, but typically these unstable ingots are just nasty. They'll explode after 10 seconds. They explode if they're thrown on the ground or the crafting window is closed. They don't stack, and they must be crafted in a vanilla crafting table. And I don't really want to do this, so we're going to make these stable unstable ingots, and then we can make the portal to the deep dark. And we're going to put that down. Stone brick can go in there. Let's grab some more cobblestone. And I'm probably going to regret this. Is there anything on us that I really care about? My wand. Let's put our wand back. Let's put this stuff away. Everything else we can replace. Other than the angel ring, but we can get another one. Those aren't too bad. So let's go to the deep dark. Now the deep dark is terrible. It's actually not that bad, but it can be nasty. So here's our portal. We need to make a waypoint right here. Portal. We don't have to have it enabled right now, but what we can do is we can just kind of dig down, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna dig down like so. And the thing about the deep dark is, well, we're at the top of it. It's a gigantic cavern. And more than that, if you stand in the darkness, you will regret it. Basically, there is a monster, like a grue or something like that, that will attack you if it's too dark. The monsters here are also super powered, and there are a lot of ores. Now what I want to see is also this tends to go into the void. And yeah, I want to avoid most of these monsters. But quarrying this place might not be a bad idea. And that's something we'll kind of think about here soon. Soon-ish, at least. We get a quarry down, then we don't have to worry about anything. But yeah, don't stand in the dark. It takes, you'll take damage. But this place is a great place to quarry out. Lots of ores. I believe ore generation is increased. It's right here. We need to do something like this so I can see it a little bit better. And yeah, so quarrying in here would be really good. Whether or not we're gonna do it, will probably do it, but it's one of those things that it would just mainly be to get Yellorium. That's the only thing I really need to figure out the best way to get, because we can make cyanite from Yellorium. So let's go back for the hoarding. Let's see, right here. So cyanite ingots, if we take a look at those, there is no cyanite ore. The dust is only obtainable from cyanite. You can get it from waste out of your big reactor, but in order to power the big reactor, you need to have Yellorium anyways, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So with sand, so it's just as easy to go ahead and make the cyanite directly. We're not going to worry about using the power from the reactors, so it's not that big of a deal. We have plenty of power from this guy and then from this guy. So that's pretty much the plan with that one. What else do we have? Splintered water. So we need slivers of water. That is a Thaumcraft thing, sort of, but it's one that I want to kind of look at. So water shards, we have 40 of them. We get 4 each time. And there goes all of our water shards. So let's craft, I don't know, 200 of those. We have 80, so we can craft 80 of those. How much ice stuff do we have? None. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to make more ice, which is not that big of a deal. We have a bit there. We just need to fill this guy back up with our aqueous accumulator. And that's something that will just be a little bit of a time constraint, time consuming thing, but not really anything major. Let's actually make another drum. We already have one. Let's just go ahead and use another one and get even more water. These should fill up pretty quickly. And then this ice we can go ahead and put into the system, and then water shards, we can get another 50 of them, and yeah, that should be good. So our system making the shards is right down here. Is it having any issues? Just go ahead and grab all those just to make sure. But this guy should be working. But yeah, so this is a halfway decent system. We'll get a bunch of water shards. Yeah, it looks like it is picking them up. It is slow, but it's doing it. So let's see. We have some water shards. Let's go ahead and select this task. What we're going to do is we're going to put that on this guy. Let's grab a lever so that we can turn this guy off. And then we should be able to put these guys in there, and it should not do anything. Alright, so we're at 180. It's going to take a lot more, but that's not too big of an issue. We'll get there. It's just a matter of time, really, and getting more ice. So that one's one I will work on kind of between episodes. And then B&A. So we'll need 500 buckets of liquid DNA. That comes from, do we have that machine? I don't even think we have that machine. So we'll have to make that machine. It's, what is it called? Industry. It is this one, I believe, the DNA extractor. So we'll make this machine. And then what we can do is just, we have so many extra bees, we just kind of cycle them through and call it a day. So that one shouldn't be too bad either. One of the things we are going to need to start doing, I guess more me than anything, is just getting all of the bees for those bee quests, and then the chocolate milk, which we need to get Farmcraft up and running for that. So I think that is a good enough stopping point. I am going to work between episodes with the water shards and ice in general, and I think that's probably about it. I'm going to figure out a good way to get Yellorium. It might just be lasers. We'll just get the laser precharger and all that kind of stuff taken care of, but yeah, that should be pretty much it. So next time we are going to continue working on quests. I don't know what. We might jump back into, I don't know. We'll figure something out. There's not really that much for us to do. We might finish up the Sky Farm stuff, at least what we can, and go from there. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it was a lot of manually crafting, but we got quite a few quests done, which is nice. So that's something. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!